Hi guys, welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get a professional looking job when installing casing around your windows and your doors. So let's get started. As you guys can see, I still need to trim this window. Essentially, all I do is I make a picture frame with the trim and then I nail it on the wall. I don't nail on every piece individually. I find for me it's easier to cut all the pieces I need, glue it up on the floor, and then stick it up, line it up, and then nail it on. It's actually quite easy doing it this way, and I'll show you how. So the first step to trimming a window is to measure to see how big you need to cut your trim at. What I like to do is I like to take my inside measurement of my window and then add a ½ inch to it. That way, when you put your trim up, it'll have a ½ inch reveal all the way around. It looks nicer than having it flush with your jambs, just trust me on this. I've seen it done that way and it looks horrible. It just bothers me. And then plus too, it gives you a little spot to add a bead of caulking around. That way when you paint it, it'll just be a flawless, seamless finish when it's done. All right, so just make your first cut at 45 degrees. When trimming out a window, a lot of people have a hard time getting all 4 miters to line up perfectly. Usually you can get 3 to line up just right, but it's that 4th corner, the last one, that's really hard to line up. Pretty much the trick to fixing that is each parallel side, so this side and that side, this side and that side, they have to be exactly the same length. So like your left side of your window and your right side of the window, that piece, they have to be exactly the same. Same with your top and bottom, exactly the same length. An easy way to double check to see if your sides are exactly the same length is to just take the 2 pieces and butt them back to back and then get the corners lined up. And yeah, if they're exactly the same length, then you're good. And if not, well, just trim them to fit. So I like to assemble everything on the ground. And I find that makes things go a lot easier, helps to get a tighter fit, and that way I get the same reveal all the way around my window. So I like to use this miter bond stuff, which is a CA glue with an activator. And it just, yeah, it's quick drying. I like to be quite liberal with it because I find this MDF trim really soaks it up. So yeah, just get your miter lined up, press it tight, and hold it for about 15 seconds, and then continue on your next corner. So then you want to grab your 18 gauge brad nailer. I have 1.5 inch brad nails. They're plenty long for this. You're not trying to hold up a house with it. So what I like to do is I'll just kind of hold it up in the middle, kind of get it lined up. You want an even gap all the way around. You can just eyeball this. You don't need to measure it. And I think that looks pretty good to me. So then what I do is I'll shoot a nail to the top. Yeah, and then I'll just make sure it's all nice and straight. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm not saying this is the only way to trim a window, because I know there's going to be trimmers out there watching this video and be like, oh no, it's going to take them forever to trim a house doing it that way. But yeah, you might be right, but this is how I like to do it, and I get a flawless finish every time. Now trimming a door is a lot easier than trimming in a window because you only have 2 miters that you need to worry about. Measuring a door is a lot like measuring for a window. You just take your inside measurement for the top piece and you add a ½ inch. But for your side pieces, you only need to add a ½ inch to your inside measurement. Okay, I got my measurements, so let's head over to the saw. I always find it easier to nail on the first piece on the top. Just get it lined up, get it evenly spaced with your 1/4 inch reveal, and then just nail it on. I always like to get the top miter nice. Just get it lined up. Push it in real nice and tight. Just shoot some nails into it and then go down about 6 to 8 inches and shoot a couple other nails in. So now that you have the top nailed in to about this far, you can move this miter around to get your 1/4 inch reveal, and that's gonna stay nice and tight. So let's get that nailed on and just eyeball it. Well, that's how I install window and door trim. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. I'll try my best to answer all of them. And yeah, I would really appreciate it if you would click the like button and subscribe. And also hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Thank you. We'll see you in the next one.